Hey, it's been a while. I'm just here to give you some updates. So I appreciate you tuning in, and let's just go ahead and get started. So first of all, with intice360, if you're not familiar with it, it is a full premium website solution that includes all of the lead gen technology and a full premium website solution that wraps around all of that. Today, I'm just going to cover some of the new enhancements that we've added to intice360 over the last couple months. Let's go ahead and jump in. First thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and share my screen. All right. There we go. Yay. Okay, so first thing I want to cover is a new sorting feature that we have. This is a question that's come up quite a few times from quite a few dealers, and everybody seems to come up with a different use case for how they want their inventory to sort. Meaning that if you want the primary sort to be, if you're a used car dealer or you got a lot of used cars, you want your primary sort to be by make. And then once you sort by make, you want to sort by model. And then inside that model, you want to be able to sort by price. Well, we've recently released a new feature that allows dealers to do exactly that. Just come up with whatever custom sort solution that they want, and then we can add that and get it going. To illustrate it, I'm going to look right over here at this particular dealership. They got a bunch of used cars in stock, 569 units. You can see everything loads up really fast. And in this use case is exactly like I explained just a moment ago. They want to sort by make first, then model, and then inside the models, they want to have a tertiary sort by price. So for example, if I just jump over here and I say, first of all, I want to sort and look at all of the Chevys. So you can see here, we have the Blazer, we got the Camaro, the Colorado, and then we have some more Colorado. So we get a bunch of these Colorado. So the first one is going to be priced at $39,988. And then $39,988, $41,988, $41,988, $42,988. So this sorts exactly like the dealer wants the used vehicles to sort. And the way that we've built this solution, you can have it sort any way that you want. You want to sort initially just by price. So your lowest vehicles are going to sort first. We have the ability to sort by days in stock. We have some dealers that prefer to have all of their older vehicles show first. And for that matter, let's say that you're a dealer and you wanted to first sort by model. Let's say you're a Honda dealer and you want to first sort by model. So you put the Accords and then the Civics and so on. And then inside of that, you have that next sort by days in stock. So the oldest units would show first, and then to your newest units, we have that capability to do it. And you can see that we have custom sorts available here. When a user is interacting with your site, they can sort by any other option they want. And since we're here, even though this is a new feature, we can look at some of the other filtering and sorting features that are available inside an intice360 website, such as we can filter automatically by price. So if I only want to show vehicles that are, let's say, in the 25 or 24,000 to 59,000, I'll automatically filter live the inventory. And then I could also just click in here. Let's say I wanted to go 30 to 40. And then you have those vehicles based on the Chevys that's going to be in that filter range. Now, if I come back here again and I go to, let's say, I search all used vehicles, you can see how fast all those 598 vehicles sort. And then we can also filter by payment. Let's say that I want to be somewhere between 300 and 350. Now you can see all of my payments are going to be in that 300 to 350 range, which they can do right on your inventory. So that's a little bit about the new sorting features that we have available. The next thing I want to show you is our new text me a link feature. This is pretty cool. So for this one, I'm just going to go, I don't want to generate any fake leads. So I'm just going to go to our demo website. And as you're looking at here, you can see that we have our big, beautiful sliders coming in that have the background and the foreground with some really nice animation. This is a core feature of intice360. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to a specials page. But as I'm getting to the specials page, it's probably a good idea to take a little bit of time and kind of show you how we build out our specials. So for example, you can see again, for each special that we build out and add to the site, we build it using our content creation engine that is going to create the sliders, the banners, the landing page images, all of the assets for social media marketing, display marketing, all of that through our technology. Once we build that out, which as soon as we start with the database, we export all of those images, we generate the videos, and then with one button, we can update the website, which automatically also pushes directly to Facebook for Facebook marketing. So the speed in which we're able to create all of these assets is really unmatched. Now, for that, what I'm going to do is I am going to just click on one of these ads. So this is going to bring me to the $289 a month special. And you can see we have this the offer image right there for the $289 a month. We have a bunch of unique content for the advertising. And then you can see right here we have this send to phone, and we can use any CTA that we would like, whether it is send a link to my phone or text me a link. I like those as well as send phone. So we're going to go ahead and click this right now. So this is going to be where we can generate a lead. So it's just going to put in my first name, my last name, my zip code, my mobile phone number, my email, and then we have a disclosure that they have to click on, so you make sure that you're CCPA and TCPA compliant, and then send offer details to my phone. I click that right there. Gives me a nice little message after it's done that. And then what I'm going to do is let me just pop over here. Let me share my iPhone screen if I can. There we go. So you can see this just came over just a moment ago, and we have a nice message that matches the offer that I just sent over. So the 2026 Honda Civic two-wheel drive Sport. And then right here, I can just click on the image loader, and it's going to load up that image. So the image comes right in the SMS message. And then also that, if I click on it, of course, it's going to bring me right back to that landing page right on the dealership website. So that send to phone or text me a link, we can use that for any lead gen technology, whether it's an SRP or a VDP, or it's the offers, or it is a research page. All of that is part of the intice360 solution. All right, so let me kind of come back over here and share my screen. All right. So another thing I wanted to do, I wanted to show you our new used vehicle badges. And to do that, I'm going to go to a different website. Let me go to this dealer. And you can see here, again, big, beautiful slider, customized to this particular dealership. We get our mini sliders, mini homepage sliders right underneath there. Here's the example of the videos, which I'm going to show you again in just a little bit. But in this case, I am going to go to used cars. I'm going to click go to used cars. And we have a lot of different ways that we can tag these vehicles to make sure that people are aware of what type of vehicle it is. And you can see, for example, if I zoom in right here, you can see that this is just a used vehicle. And if I click certified as a filter, we got certified pre-owned. So if I click that, it's automatically going to filter down. It's going to show me all of the certified pre-owned vehicles. Now, if I were to click in here, and you can see here that I have this 182-point inspection. We have a Carfax link, and we have the recall lookup. Each one of these badges allows us to create these CTAs right in your dealership website that does different things. And to illustrate this, I'm just going to open up this URL in an incognito window. And I got the comply, all that good stuff. And so I'm just going to go ahead and click that right now. So what that's going to do is it's going to open up a new tab. It's going to decode the URL, and it's going to display the checklist. So for Honda dealerships and Acura dealerships, since we're in the HDS and the ADDP programs, we have access to this data that's coming into us from the e-shopping API, and we can display this. So this becomes a great tool for dealers to use for certified vehicles. Now also, if I were to pop over here, let's go say we went to another dealership. We did the same thing. We went in their used cars. And this particular dealership has two different types of certified. They have dealership certified or Brandon Honda certified. They have the Honda True certified, and they have regular pre-owned vehicles. So I can go to the Honda True certified. And you can see here we're going to have a matching banner based on what is available. So we got a couple different banners for Honda certified. And then if I jump in here, you can see here that we can put a VDP banner, but just for Honda True certified vehicles. So for all of the vehicles that are Honda True certified, we have an extra special little banner that we can put up on top. So that's going to be a little bit about the used vehicle badges, the certified checklists, and the new banners. Now what I'm going to do is, since we're on this dealership, let's go ahead and open up, let's go to their new vehicle inventory. And what you're looking at here, actually if I go back, I'm going to share something with you. So this has always been kind of a challenge for us from a website or provider standpoint. When a vehicle is not photoed at the dealership, and we don't have real live photos. There's lots of different ways that website providers and dealerships can handle that. One of the solutions that we've seen not work so well is when we have backup images. Sometimes the backup images are color matched, sometimes they're not color matched. With Honda and Acura, if you're going to show a backup image, it has to be color matched to be compliant. And if you have the color matched photos, sometimes they're a little bit wonky, they're pointing a different direction, they're kind of a different size and shape of what your live images are, and it really creates kind of a clunky experience for the end user. So we fixed that with our images that we're getting from the Honda eShopping API, and we're able to move the vehicle to point that in the same direction as the live photos, and we have the ability to add a virtual background. So you can see here, for example, these are all virtual inventory images. You can actually even see that it says arriving soon. And for example, if we come here, let's go to check availability. Let's look at in-stock units. Now the in-stock units are the live photos. So if we're looking at both incoming or arriving soon and a mix of in-stock units, the difference is not going to be all that noticeable. It's very comfortable for the consumer to be able to look and see these different images. Now I'm going to go ahead and, so that's another new feature that we've added to the intice360 website solution. But what I wanted to show you here is our live incentives. So this is another feature that we've recently added. Now with our digital retailing technology, we've always had the availability to decode an individual vehicle with all of the active live incentives, consumer-facing incentives. We've now extended that to our VDP, so a customer doesn't have to go into the digital retailing tool or deal maker. As you see, I'm sporting my deal maker shirt today. But we can actually just put them right on the VDP. The really nice thing about this is as soon as those change, it's going to show up here. And for example, if I were to go back into new vehicles, and then let's say I know that the ridge lines, especially if I jump in here and look at 2025 ridge lines, you can see if I open this up that we have a $2,500 sales credit. So that's automatically going to show up here. But if you or your salespeople need to have the specifics on it, they can click that right here. And you can see here is the incentive information. And there is the dates that these are valid for. So September 3rd through November 3rd. And then we also pop in the incentive ID number. Make sure that you're completely compliant and you have all of that information. So again, a super helpful feature for your salespeople and your customers to be able to look at all of these with the live incentives. Another feature I wanted to share with you, and for this one I'm going to go back to intice360. And in this case, this is also going to be another feature that we're going to use SMS for. Now, for many dealerships, making sure that you are getting quality leads to your dealership CRM for your salespeople to follow up on, one great way to do that is to make sure that you have two-factor authentication turned on. Now, this is something that as a society we are used to doing, and it really becomes nicely built into our browsers, especially with the latest update with Mac OS. So what we've done is we've created the ability for our primary CTA with whatever graphic you might want to have here, and the button itself, although it looks like it is blue over there, it's actually green in real life. So I'm going to go ahead and click this. So for this, you can see I'm step 1 of 2. All right, so what's going to happen now is we're going to send a code to the consumer's mobile device, and then from there, it's going to automatically pop up on my mobile device, which I can show you real quick. So I'll go ahead and fill that out and validate it, but I will show you over on my phone screen that if I open up, you can see it just showed up there a second ago. Anyways, it did show that code, as you saw, pop up. So automatically it is handling the two-factor authentication, which is the most important part. So now every lead that you're getting in to your CRM has a validated phone number through two-factor authentication. So that's another new feature added into intice360. Another new feature that we can talk about real quick is I'm going to also go back to a real dealership website. I'm going to go into our research models feature. So this is something that we've had built into intice360 since we launched a couple years ago now, and we have the all of the different models. And this is a great way for customers to be able to research right on your dealership website instead of having to go to the OEM's website to get more information. So research models, you can see that we have all of the images, again, from, in this case, the Honda eShopping API. And we've made these images with the virtual background, so it looks and feels with like it has your branding, just like on your SRP. So if I come in here, let's say I'm on, let's say a 2026 Honda Civic Hybrid. I open this up. What I want to show you is by scrolling, well, first of all, we do have great CTAs right on our site. I can search inventory right from this page. We have the MSRP for the different trim levels. We have all of the different CTAs right up here. I can even share this with grabbing a link right there. But I'm going to, and then all of this information is decoded through Chrome, which is a good partnership for us. But then here you can see right on your dealership website, we have the ability to do our 360 spins right on your dealership website. And we're able to do it in all of the different colors that are available. So this is really more like a tier 1 type of experience. But you can do it right on your dealership website. This is also great for having your salespeople talk to customers and use your website as a selling tool. So if they want to see what these vehicles look like in the different colors, we have that availability to do it with our 360 spins. All right, so that's a little bit about that. Okay. The last thing I'm going to show you today is our national offers. And actually, to illustrate this, the first thing I'm going to do is let me pop back over here. Let me go to ChatGPT, and I'm going to say, can you give me lease specials for Honda Accord at Brandon Honda. So since we're doing this live, we'll see how they're actually going to respond. So look at this. So this is really cool. This is how we've optimized an intice360 website for AI. So this isn't search engine optimization. This is AI optimization. And you can see here we have the 2025 Honda Accord front-wheel drive LX. We have an SE. We have a Sport Hybrid. And we have the 1.5 TSE. ChatGPT really nicely has laid this out in a nice grid. We have 189, 309, 379, 319 a month with all the different due and signings. But what is most important here is you can see what ChatGPT is doing. It is giving me links to each one of these offers, whether I go right here to the 309 a month, 309 a month. So these are links to individual pages on the dealership website. And just by hovering over it, you can see that the title and the content is unique to those individual lease specials. So all of that is available right in ChatGPT. So what this is going to link to is either going to be, and I can pop back over here, to the dealership specials, which we have right here with all their dealership specials, or we have our national offers. And this is the last piece I'm going to show you. So the national offers, this is going to be the same content that is available, for example, on honda.com, but it's available right on your dealership website. It brings in all of the different offers. So for example, if I want to come in here and I just want to go to Accord, I want to see all of the different Accord offers. Here's $379 a month, $279 a month, $319 a month, $309 a month with different down payments. And I can click into this. You can see that we have this image, the imagery right here for all of the offer information. I have all of our primary CTA, scheduling a test drive, getting a trade-in value, get pre-qualified, get a real offer, and all the other information for this particular offer, and all available with all of the disclosure right there. So this becomes a great tool for customer research, for sales person research, or for SEO, almost more importantly, right? So those are some of the new features that I wanted to talk about today in my first Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube Live in, gosh, maybe a year now. But I appreciate all your interest. If you're still with me, thank you for checking us out. And do me a favor, if you're catching me on YouTube, do me a favor and subscribe to this channel. If you found some interest in it, hit that notification bell, and you'll be notified anytime I do provide more content. Thanks. I appreciate it much. Have a great day.